Hello crafties, welcome to another tutorial. My name is Infiniti and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to crochet the spike stitch. It is a really simple stitch. Believe it or not, this entire pattern is made out of single crochets. So you know it's really good for beginners, I would say. Like if you're looking to make something that's kind of simple but it doesn't look that simple, this is your stitch. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into today's tutorial. Alright, so as you can see, I really like this stitch. I made an entire like scarf's length for it. I'm planning on turning it into an infinity cowl later on after I finish this video. For today's tutorial, I'm going to be using Caron's Pantone skeins. I think they'd be perfect for this. They come in these little bundles and I like the color variations. They're very bold, so you'll be able to see the stitch better. Alright, now we're going to jump in, I promise. So for today's tutorial, we are going to start off with a slip knot. You can do that any way you would like. Oops. If mine wants to cooperate. Okay, so we are going to start off this stitch by chaining in multiples of 6 and then adding an additional 4. So I'm going to chain 18 and then add 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then my 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Now what we're going to do is yarn over, and we're not going to yarn over. We are going to single crochet in that second chain from our hook. So just insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And we are going to single crochet all the way across this foundation chain. Alright, so what you're going to do is chain 1, and you're going to turn your work. And then you are going to single crochet in the base of that chain 1. And then you're going to proceed to single crochet all the way across this row. And for rows 3, 4, 5, and 6, you're going to do the absolute same thing. So just single crochet all the way across. I am going to do that, and I will meet you guys back when I get to row 7. Alright, now I have 6 rows of single crochet done and I'm ready to move on to row 7. Before I move on, I am going to change color. So you can change color in any way you like. I'm just going to kind of go back on that stitch and I'm going to connect my yarn in the last single crochet from the previous row. Alright. And now what we want to do is chain 1 and turn our work. Now clearly you can work this stitch in any color variant that you'd like, but it looks best in multiple colors. Alright, now I'm going to single crochet in the base of that chain 1, just like that. And maybe if I zoom in just a wee bit. Alright, now what I want to do is make an extended single crochet stitch. So we are going to go over to this next stitch, like so, and then we're going to come down. And we're going to work 1 row below. We're going to insert our hook in that little stitch space and we're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, then we're going to yarn over and single crochet. Alright, now we're going to do this again, but we're going to go down even lower in the next stitch. So here we are in our 3rd stitch. We're not going to be working on the first row down, but the second one down. And we're going to insert our hook, we're going to yarn over from the back, yarn over, and pull up a loop. And your tension matters in this stitch because if it's too tight, you're going to end up curling up your stitches like this. So just make sure that you're working either with a bigger hook or that, you know, your tension is loose enough. Alright, now what we're going to do is work into the next stitch, but we're going to go down yet another row. So not this one, not this one, not this one, but down here. I'm going to insert that hook, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Alright, then we're going to, not yarn over, we are going to go into the next stitch, and we're not going to work into this row right here, but the one below it. Okay, so you should have something like this, and I'm looking at my other swatch. Well, not swatch, it's a scarf, guys. So you want to make sure with each repeat that you have, I call them little Wi-Fi bars. So, you know, you have that first extended one, then you have the second one, there's a third one, there's a fourth one, and then there's a fifth one. So what we did here, we had our first single crochet, we had our first extended one, then our second one, our third one, our fourth one, and then we have to do one more. And we're going to come all the way down here to our first row, insert our hook, it's a little weird, and yarn over, pull up a loop to height, yarn over, and we're going to complete that single crochet. And then once we do that, we can start all the way over, and we're going to single crochet in this next stitch, just a normal single crochet, and then we're going to go about doing our extended single crochets. And some people call it the long single crochet, so if you're confused about that, there you have it. Okay, inserting into that next row under our second stitch of our repeat, and we're going to do a long single crochet. Oof, I've tried to mix up those words. Alright, and then under our third stitch, again we're going to go one row below, I'm going to insert our hook, yarn over, and pull up a loop. And again for our fourth one. You're going to end up doing this all the way across your row. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's a fifth one we need to do all the way down here. Alright, and then we're going to single crochet into the next stitch. So you're going to do this all the way across your project, and I'm going to do this all the way across my project, and I will meet you guys back when I hit the end of my row. Alright, I'm ready to make my fifth extended single crochet over here, and it does get a little fiddly towards the end of the row. It gets a little bit better as you continue the stitch, but you're just going to want to make sure that you're not pulling your working yarn so tight that you end up with this weird curling right here. Alright. And do that. And when I finish my row, I should have one more space left over, and that is where we're going to insert our hook and create a single crochet. And this is the end of row 7. So this is a 7-row repeat, this pattern. So what we're going to do is chain 1, and rows 8 through 12 we're going to single crochet all the way across in every stitch. So I'm going to single crochet in the base of that chain 1, and then just make 1 in each stitch all the way across the row. And it's okay if those extended stitches or some of those extended stitches are a little loose. That's perfectly fine, because it doesn't look like it later, as you guys might have noticed in my cowl project thing. Alright, and I'll meet you guys back when I am ready for row 13. Alright, I am back and I am ready to move on to row 13. So I'm at the end of row 12 and I'm again going to change my color. You can change your color as frequently or as infrequently as you like. It's just that with the different variations of color, you are better able to see the spike stitches that you're creating. Alright, now I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to turn my work. And you're more than welcome to weave in your ends as you go along if you are making a full project. We're swatching today. Alright, so now I'm going to single crochet into that first stitch or the base of that chain 1 like we did before, and then in the second stitch we're going to go to our second stitch and we are going to move down 1 row below. We're going to insert our hook, yarn over, and make an extended single crochet. Alright, and then we're going to go to our third stitch and we're going to not work into the second row but the third row down, or second row down. And we are going to yarn over and we are going to pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both loops to make that extended single crochet. And again, I'm going to come down. We're not working in this row but this row. Not this row, but this row. And then we're going to make our last one. Right there. Okay. And we're just going to keep working all the way across this row. Again, in our next stitch we are going to single crochet and we are going to restart this repetition. Alright, and that is the end of my row. And my swatch right now looks like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat rows 8 through 12 again, and then I will meet you guys back when I have those rows done. Alright guys, so I have worked up to row 12. I am not changing color anymore, but this has been the spike stitch. I hope today's tutorial was helpful for you guys. Also, a fun thing about this stitch I want to mention is that it's reversible. If you have a yarn that you have this little mid change, where is it, right here, they didn't, I don't know why they do that, but they tied off the yarn instead of joining it in a different way. But anyway, if you have a yarn like that, I just recommend doing the little snipping and making sure it looks good on both sides. Like I said, my other swatch is gonna get turned into a cowl of some sort because it is reversible. So if you enjoyed today's tutorial, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It helps YouTube to recommend my videos to more people. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on more awesome future weekly content. I post crochet tutorials every Sunday at 9:30 a.m. CST. Don't forget to check out my other social media. I'm on pretty much everything except for Snapchat. So yeah, there's that. I have something out there a little for everybody. And don't forget to check out my Etsy shop and my Teespring store for merch and product releases. And until next time, guys, happy making.